First impressions are all well and good, but sometimes you need to try something out again to be able to really get a good understanding of it and also to let it graduate from your new in drawers. So recently I decided that I was going to start a new in drawer, and basically all of my new products are going to go in there until I kind of understand them a little bit more, and then they graduate to my main makeup collection. So today I'm going to be having a nada. I'm going to be putting on a full face of second impressions. I did recently do a full face of first impressions, but of course I wanted to switch it up a little bit. I didn't just want to do a carbon copy of that video, so I have some things from that video and also some new things that I've kind of been testing here and there as well. So I'm hoping that this is going to be really entertaining for you guys. I have a makeup look in mind. I don't know if it's going to go to plan, but just before we do jump into the video, if you have not already, like and subscribe. It would mean the world to me. I'm trying to hit 5,000 subscribers by the end of the year, and I really think that I can do it. I'm edging closer and closer, and I'm so unbelievably grateful to everyone who has supported my channel and who has subscribed. Also, comments are so important in the YouTube algorithm, so let me know all your thoughts and opinions down below. Do you know any of these products? Have you tried any of these products? Do you love them? Do you hate them? Let me know, sound off below, and of course, give this video a big ol' like as well. Everything that I used today will be linked down below, of course. And what do you think of my new lashes? I did a lash perm and dye the other day. It was from Luxe, I think. I will link them down below, not affiliated or anything like that, but just because I think they came out really good. My lashes are naturally horrendous. They are naturally non-existent, so I'm really proud of this. I've had them on for a few days. I'd recommend it. I think it's really good. Okay, so I don't use primer, so I'm going to jump straight in to foundation. Now, the foundation that I'm going to use today is my Revolution IRL Skin Foundation. So this is a foundation that I did try recently in a first impressions, and I came to the realization that it is very, very light for me. However, I have something in mind that could work because, oh my gosh, there is a product later on in this video that I really hated, but I think it might be really good for this foundation. And of course, I am just gonna clip my hair back. Okay, so at first I was like, this is a great shade match for me. Whoopsie, what a lie that was. And I also put way too much on because the pump doesn't like to come back up. I have to push it back up. So I'm going to do one pump of this because I think that was part of the downfall last time. Very moussey. Let's pop this on. My skin is also so good right now still. I'm shocked because my skin loves to sabotage me, but it's being nice. Who'd have thought? So let's pop this on. So already I've changed up my approach by putting not that much on, and I'm hoping that this will make it sit a little bit better. Also, I did have some weird disturbance on my chin from this foundation last time, so it'll be interesting to see if that comes up again. Who knows? I've really been loving testing new makeup recently. I did do 2 reviews. One was the Anastasia Sugar palette, and then the other one was the BEAUTYBAY Celestial Charms palette. And they went live like the day after each other, which is mad because I don't normally do many reviews, but that was close timing. I think I've just got foundation all over me. Oh, brill. But you guys seem to really enjoy it, and I seem to really, really enjoy it as well. So yeah, definitely keep an eye out for some more reviews. If you see something on Instagram as well that you really want me to review, then definitely tag me in it as well. I got foundation in my nail and now I can't get it out. How has that even happened? Okay, so it's definitely still light, which I don't understand because something that I said in my last video is I have 2 other foundations from Revolution in the shade F2, which this is also in the shade F2, and they match me perfectly. So I'm not too sure how this has happened, but here we go. The coverage is great though. I just think I need a darker shade, which I never thought I'd say. This isn't even the lightest shade. I'm normally the lightest shade in literally everything, so I mean, I'm happy about that, you know? So I'm gonna jump off camera to do my concealer and powder because I don't have anything new to share with you, and I don't have any new second impressions or first impressions, so I will see you in 2 seconds when I look less dark and tired around the eyes. All right, I just used these two. So this is the NYX Fix Stick and then the Trigwell Loose Powder. Looking a little bit more alive now, which is brilliant. So I didn't use that much powder because you guys know how I feel about cream products and liquid products. I love them so much. That's sarcasm. I don't. So this is the ShellWe Vibe Waterproof Concealer, and I got sent this as a free gift with purchase. And I've said this before, it's a little bit of a weird free gift because it is not a universal product. However, I thought, you know what, I'm gonna try and use this as a cream bronzer. And I did roll this into my everyday makeup drawer, and I used this the other day, and when I say this is pigmented, I was shocked. I put way too much of this on last time that I tried this, so I'm gonna put a very, very small amount on right now, and I am quite scared. I'm just gonna do like that. That might even be too much. Why did I do that? And I'm just gonna do it section by section. I think it's too dark to even be used as a cream bronzer for me, to be honest. Oh, I don't know, now that I'm blending it. No, that's quite nice, I think. That's quite a nice cream bronzer shade for me, I think. But I used so much of this the other day, and oh my God, yeah, my life flashed before my eyes. This is very, very pigmented, so I'm literally just gonna take the tiniest amount and try and blend this out. I'm not a big cream product person anyway, so I just don't even know, even if this was like the perfect shade for me, I just don't know if I'd be using it on the regular because it's just like a lot of stress. I find cream products really stressful. I don't know if you guys feel the same, because if you put slightly too much, ruined. But this is definitely looking better than the other day, because let me tell you, the other day was rough. I was so scared of putting this back on my face. I hated this last time. And it has one of these fuzzy applicators, so you don't actually know how much is coming out. As a concealer, I think this would be amazing because it is so full coverage. As a cream bronzer, I'm just not sure. I'm still a bit baffled with the choice of including this as a free product because not everyone's gonna be this shade. Okay, it's looking nice now that I'm using the teeniest minimalist amount, but still, you go slightly overboard and you are toast. This is in the shade Deep Sand, by the way, so if you are quite pale and looking for a very pigmented cream bronzer, this will be perfect for you. Okay, it's a nice shade for my skin, for a bronzer, not for a concealer, but I am still quite scared of it, I'm not gonna lie. Okay. I'm gonna put that down because I can feel myself getting anxious. So let's move on to blush. This is the Essence Blush Crush, and in my last first impressions, I used the shade Latte, Caramel Latte, I think. This is the shade Deep Rose. I did try this in a first impressions early September, I think, and this was a beautiful product that was sent to me by my wonderful friend Marley, and we did a mystery box together. So I sent her some beautiful makeup and she sent me some beautiful makeup, and this is one of the things that she sent. So I've not been able to use this since that first impressions over a month ago now, so now is the time. I really liked this last time and I really like it now. It's a really nice everyday shade. It's not too in your face, and I know Essence is very, very inexpensive. I miss Essence so much in the UK. It used to be stocked in Wilko, and then Wilko went under, it went bankrupt, so there's no more Wilko anymore. But I miss the days where I could just go into Wilko, look at all the Essence makeup. It's all like £3. I miss those days. But this is such a nice blush. Very pretty. Yeah, I still love this. What a shocker. I still love it. I think the Essence blush formulas are so good. They are so inexpensive as well. Like, they are competing with the high-end brands, and they are a tenth of the price sometimes. Like, I swear this was about £3. Incredible. I have blushes in my collection that are 30 plus pounds that do the exact same thing. Just so good. I miss browsing Essence so bad. Anyway, we're going to move on to highlight now. So I've had a little bit of a back and forth with these Odens eye highlights, and I've tried them in a few videos now, but today I'm going to try this shade Moon Tears, and this was from the Solomon to Moon Wish collection, and I did use this in my initial review, but today I wanted to try it again. This was one of my favorite shades. It's like a blue to taupe kind of highlight, and what I figured out in my last first impressions video is I like these if I use them with a finger, so that is what I'm going to do today. As a eyeshadow, these are so stunning. So this is like a gold to blue, like a goldy taupe to blue. And I discovered that putting them on with a finger was the way to go because they are very, very glittery highlighters. And if you use them with a brush, sometimes it can literally just look like glitter is sat on the skin. But if you tap them in with a finger, it looks a little bit more glowy instead of glittery. I'm sure you can see that. It still does look glittery, and I'm just not sure if I'm a fan. As I said, as an eyeshadow, these would be stunning, but I definitely do like more of a glow from within kind of look. I don't know. I don't think these are for me. I keep going back and forth on these. Do I like them? Do I not? But they are like very glittery. I would love something with a bit more like base pigment to them. I think that's what I would love if they came out with a product a bit like this, but with just a little bit of base product to it. I would be so excited about that. But I might just keep this around for like an eyeshadow. That collector in me and that like sentimentality. Can I realistically declutter these? I don't know. It's very glittery. It's giving a lot of texture right now. And for me, I just don't. Oh, I don't know. I love the blushes and the eyeshadows from Odens Eye. These highlights, they're a lot. They are very in your face. For like a festival or some like fun party, they'd be amazing. But for every day, I'm just not sure. So let's move on to eyeshadow. I'm going to prime with my Urban Decay Primer Potion. This is not a second impression. It is just what I love to use. And to be honest, I have a lot of eyeshadow options today, but I decided to go with my ShellWe Somber Garden eyeshadow palette. This is one that I did review a while ago now. It's probably the oldest palette in my new in drawer, so I decided that this was the one for today. I decided that I want to do a bit of a different look. Last look was very purple and smoky, but I'm going to try and do a little bit of a different route today. So I do have an affiliate code with ShellWe. It is Caitlin Costello. It'll get you 10% off. So if you are interested in anything like that, anything from ShellWe, definitely go and check them out. Obviously, everything will be linked down below, like I said. So I think I'm going to... First of all, I'm going to set my lid. I'm going to use this Dusty My Skin color shade and just set that. I feel like my skin is a lot lighter today, so I just want to kind of merge my eyelids with that. Then what I'm going to do, I think I'm going to do lightest shade first today, just because last time I did darker shade first and I don't know, I only had 2 shades to start with. I started with this shade and then I can't actually remember what I did in my last look, but I'm going to do something different today. So I'm going to start with this teal light mint kind of shade. And last time I was struggling to get this to show up on my eyes just because I had it on my lower lash line. I was trying to pack it on, but I mean, look at that already. That's gone on really well. This is what I love about second impressions. You can really get to know things. Maybe things didn't work the first time, but it's fine because you're trying them again. And now I actually really like this shade. This was a shade I was very, very nervous about trying again, but no, this is nice. Blending beautifully. I have done a shorts video swatching this palette as well, and something I'll say, ShellWe does not swatch very well, but that is not the end of the world. As long as they work nicely on the eyes, who really cares if they swatch well or not? The mattes of these palettes are very, very dry, but on the eyes, they are pigmented, they are lovely. Like, you can see there, these kind of mint shades are quite hard to formulate, and it also doesn't have that weird white cast that sometimes pastels do have, because honestly, no, don't like that. I'm gonna try and pull away from the purpliness of this palette today, because my first review definitely pulled very purple, and I know that's the kind of vibe of this palette, but I wanted to do something a little bit more me today. Okay, that blue's really stunning. I'm really enjoying this. I think maybe it didn't show up very well last time because I was pairing it with very dark shades. So maybe because the other shades were so dark and this is relatively light, it was just struggling to show up a bit. Because, I mean, I have no complaints with this right now. Okay, let's move on to the next shade. I'm going to deepen up with this green. This is just a really nice foresty green. I'm going to start putting that on the outer corner and also blending it up through the crease as well. I'm going to try not to take away that mint, but if it does start kind of taking away and taking over, I will just go back in with that mint and make sure to have that pigment there. And I'm just gonna blend. It's blending really nicely. I love these two shades together. I really love that. I don't know what it is, but recently I've been really loving green. I've said in a few videos that like I don't really like green, I don't really use green, and then suddenly overnight I've just been using so much green. I've noticed it when doing my thumbnails and the little border around my thumbnails. Loads of them have been green recently, and I think that's so funny, especially after I've said, yeah, I don't really use green. Green is like my least used eyeshadow color, and then I've just been obsessed. Okay, so that green mixed in with the previous like minty blue shade is a really nice, it's not in your face, but it's also not subtle. It's kind of like a desaturated mint. That is super pretty. Now it's actually something I'm a little bit nervous about, but I'm going to do it because this was the vision. I'm going to go in with this purple red kind of shade, and I'm going to tap it off because I don't want it to be too in your face. And I'm going to pop that on the outer corner and blend it up. Don't really want this to turn super muddy, so I'm just using a very, very light hand with this and also running it down the lower lash line a tiny, tiny bit. I feel like it looks quite nice. It's different, and that's what I like. I like things that are a little bit different. I like eye looks that you don't really think of straight away. I just dreamt this look up the other night. I was thinking about this palette and I was like, you know what shades could go really well together? I'm just gonna go back in with that green just to blend that red out a tiny bit and also to add a little bit more color. I feel like we did lose that green a tiny bit, but that's okay. You know what? They all kind of cancel each other out to make grays. Like I'm getting very gray eyeshadow right now, and I guess red and green do cancel each other out, but that's just like really interesting to just have like this gray smoky eye now. Okay, so this is what we look like. Very different to what I was expecting. So something that I've said about this palette is that there are no other shimmers apart from purple leaning shimmers. So of course I'm gonna pull in some shimmers of my own. Well, I don't know if these are gonna work now because originally I had these two. Let me have a look in my new in drawer and see what else I can find because I don't think they're gonna match. So I just found this shade in my new in drawer, and this is actually gonna be a first impression because I've never actually tried this before, but I'm trying to get through my new The Pastel Roses shades, and this is the shade Lunar Luster, and it is a really beautiful taupe with like blue flips in it, and I think this is gonna go so well with this eye look. I don't know, what do you think? This could be a disaster. That is so good with this look. Oh wow. I adore this brand, The Pastel Roses. I'm sorry, it is the best indie shimmer brand ever. And you can get 20% off with code Caitlin20, not affiliated. This definitely is not the way I thought this look would go today. I thought we'd be a lot more green, but I mean, here we go. You know me, I always love a blue, so maybe it was on purpose, who knows? Maybe subconsciously my head was like, you've not done blue in a while. We should do that. I mean, I'm not complaining in the absolute slightest. I think this is so stunning. Love this. Okay, so I do actually have a blue mascara that I was going to try today. And I mean, this looks pretty perfect. I'm only going to do it on the lower lash line. I did try this in my first impressions video and then never touched it again because I'm too scared of it. So you know what? Today's the day I'm just going to do it. So I'm just going to pop this on the lower lash line because I'm still a bit too scared to put it on the full lashes. But I think it's like a nice little pop of blue. This could be cute. I do really like that little pop of blue on the lower lash line. I think that's so cute. And especially contrasting with those like desaturated smoky mattes, I think that is amazing. Okay, so I have one more second impression to share with you today. This is the Fenty Beauty Fenty Glow Gloss Bomb Stix. Now, I bought this out in Seville and I tried it once or twice. I'm not too sure how many times I've actually tried this, but I just didn't like it. I know, I feel like I'm the only person on the internet who doesn't like this. When you first put it on, it's gorgeous, but the wear time, shocking. So I'm gonna pop this on. Actually, I'm gonna do a lip liner first, just because I do want this to last a little bit longer. So you can see how much of this I've already used, and I have not worn this much at all, but this is just like reapplications throughout the day because I just don't find that it lasts long. And I mean, look, that's not like a little amount, that's quite a lot of product. So let me put it on. I mean, is it beautiful when you first put it on? Yeah, it really is, but it just doesn't last. I feel like it's too creamy almost, to the point where it just doesn't last. So I'm gonna jump off camera now. I'm gonna do my lashes. I don't really know how my lashes are gonna go on because my lashes are permed. So that should be interesting. And then we'll come back with the final thoughts. Okay, so I'm back and I've realized trying to put my lashes on with a lash perm, very difficult. I don't think I'm gonna curl my lashes quite as much next time, but they do last for 2 weeks. So I don't really know what I'm gonna do for the next 2 weeks because I cannot live without my false lashes, but I just feel like they look weird. They're on properly. It took me so long. I never have issues putting my lashes on, but today I had issues. I had a lot of issues and I just feel like they look weird. So I don't know what I'm going to do. I think I'm just going to wait for them to kind of naturally fall, and then next time I perm them on like the highest setting. So maybe setting, like it's a laptop. But I'll probably perm them a little bit more natural so that I can wear my false lashes because they just look weird. Mascara, I've learned, is a no-go. Might as well not, because my lashes are black anyway now that they're tinted, and then winged eyeliner is going to be a massive issue as well. So I think I am just going to chill out on the perm next time. But this is the final look. This is what we look like. I was not expecting this kind of look to come out of this palette, but I'm actually really excited. I really love it. A teal, a green, and a red, I would not think make this, but who'd have thought? Who knew? I think this eyeshadow as well, again, this is Lunar Luster from the Pastel Roses. So pretty. This is going to be one of my all-time favorite eyeshadows. I can already tell. I just love this effect and this color so much. And yeah, this is it. This is the final look. What did you think? Do you like it? Do you hate it? Do you love all the products in this video? Do you hate all the products in this video? Have you ever had a lash lift? Let me know, please, because I'm actually a little bit worried. How do you do lashes with a lash perm? Because I need to know. Let your girl know, please. Thank you. But this is it for this video today. This is where I'm gonna love you and leave you. If you did enjoy this video, like and subscribe. Comment down below all your thoughts and opinions. And with that being said, I will see you tomorrow for a brand new video. Bye bye.